Hello everyone and welcome to the reading. This is going to be the July monthly predictions. We have pile 1 with magical, that is with an emulant from a store down in New Orleans, which I think it's called the Zombie Voodoo Store. And this is supposed to be to bring in insight. And then we also have a Tiger's Eye crystal, which is for protection. And then we have, for pile 2, we have a light with an opalite pendulum. And for pile 3, we have serenity with some mala beads. So I'll let you go ahead and take a moment to choose which pile you are most drawn to. Now that you guys have picked your pile, we're going to go ahead and begin with the reading. Timestamps, of course, as always, are in the description below. Alright, pile 1, if you picked magical and the insightful amulet, then this is going to be your reading. Magical is going to be the theme of July. Hopefully that means that this month will be feeling more magical. Things will be kicking off for you and you'll have all these little surprises and positive shifts and changes. You're going to feel like the universe has your back and is holding you and progressing you forward. So hopefully that is what this card is alluding to, but we're going to find out more with, I'm going to put it in the middle for the theme, with the tarot and oracle. Let me check how many weeks we have in July here. 1, 2, 3. So we have about 4. So I'm just going to do the 4 weeks of July. Let's see what's going on the first week. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle for each week. I'm going to use my fun Earth and Bone deck. It's another one of those decks that I felt like the artwork I adored. I had to get it. Okay. So, if anybody in this group has been feeling lost at all, I feel like this is going to be a great month to where you will be finding yourself. You will be recentering yourself in your purpose. You will have a better idea and grasp of the direction that you're wanting to go in and why. I see for the first week here we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have heart. Underneath heart it says emotional awakening, intuition, following your heart. So this might be like a new-ish path that you feel like you're going down. Maybe it feels like you had been investing your time in the wrong thing, but it does seem like you are now exploring, okay, you realize that whatever you were doing just didn't feel like the right fit. So it feels like there's like a new direction happening here. And it also not only feels like that, but it also feels like really just an exploration and to what truly matters to you. I feel like you're really going to be looking deep into what brings you that happiness and that peace and joy. And that's why I think for the first week we have, heart, following your heart, your intuition, you're awakening it, you're exploring it, and you're leaving behind things that are no longer serving you. You're leaving behind things that are no longer pushing you and propelling you forward. You feel like you could have been working on things in the past that aren't really going anywhere, and you're kind of being urged to just reevaluate what you truly want to do and what you want and the purpose and why you're doing things. Now, the second week we have the Magician and we have Surrender. Surrender says letting go, trust, expansion. And so everyone is like, the Magician is all about creating the life that you want. You're manifesting it. You have all the tools that you need. It's like, it's the second card in the tarot deck. It's like, it's still the beginning of a new journey, but it's also like you're using and pulling resources from things from the past to help you create what you want in the life that you want. You're taking back control of the direction. All right. And then for the third week here, we have the Knight of Swords and we have Stoicism, which says peacefulness, receptiveness, manifestation. So you're going to be, the third week of July, you will be continuing on this new journey. So I feel like the first week you're going to figure it out. And I think the second week will be more about doing the plan, figuring out, like, you're going to let the pieces start falling where they may. You're trusting that direction you're going in. The third week, I think you're going to start taking that action. And that's going to be manifesting for it to grow and truly evolve within the future. And that's why we also have the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to have, like, a stroke of insight of the direction. You're going to be more sure about what you're doing, and you're going to be running straight towards it. You're going to feel inspired to want to continue on this new journey. You're going to find peace within what you're wanting. You're going to feel like this is right. It's going to feel more right for you. And so I think this redirection is going to be really important. And for the fourth week, we have Enchanter and the King of Cups. Enchanter says self-evaluation, awakening, and purpose. So I think you're going to be, the end of July, you're going to be reevaluating again, kind of looking back of like, what is this new chapter I'm beginning? What is this new project? Is this really what I feel is, this new direction? Is it really what I want to do still? I think you're going to be able to look deeper into that, and I feel like you're going to be doing some not only reflection, some meditating, even some sound bathing. It's kind of coming out to me, and you're going to be exploring other ideas of other things you could do. But I think the main thing you're going to do is think about and compare and contrast what you're doing now with what has worked or hasn't worked in the past, or what's bringing you joy, or what feels right to you. I think you're going to be able to sit in this new realm that you have this new adventure that you have begun for yourself. You're going to be sitting in it and really contemplating, is this really what I want to do? And more likely than not, I feel like this is pointing and alluding to it's going to feel right for you. And I think that you have mastered enough, which is why we have the King of Cups. You have mastered your emotions. You know that whether or not this is going to be something that is beneficial and good for you or not. I feel like you're going to know. And so I think that it's going to be important for you at the end of July to really recap everything that has happened during the month, and from there kind of decide, am I going in the right direction or not? Because you will know the correct answers. It almost feels like this entire month is going to be more reflecting than actual action. I do believe that you will, shuffling. I do believe that you will obviously be taking action. Beginning is your action in the beginning will be letting go, and your action towards the middle will be pushing at full speed ahead, pursuing. But in between, you're going to have those quiet times of reflecting and decision. So I think it's going to be kind of going back and forth between each week and dealing with this new change and transition. So now I'm pulling out some cards for some advice for some actions for the month. Alright, so we have presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. So yeah, I think really, truly, through this transition as well, I think remaining present in it, you will get more of a feel for how is this process going for you? How does it make you feel? Instead of like focusing on the results and where it's going to take you, just focusing on the whole process in itself, and is it something that you feel like you want in your life, because the process is the most important part. And they say if you do not enjoy the process, you will not enjoy the outcome. So I think the process is, because that's the most time consuming part as well. So if you want this new venture to be a part of your life, you need to make sure that it is fulfilling and exciting and brings you joy for you. And you won't know that unless you are present while doing it. All right, and we have lighten up. It says you're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on Earth, but you can find time to laugh, be silly, have fun, and so important that you do so. And I think that also comes with being present as well. When you are present, you just enjoy the moment more, and it allows you to lighten up. It allows you to not take things so serious and just enjoy the story that's unfolding in front of you. Because people say, as in people, I mean Michael Singer, he does mention how like our purpose here is to enjoy life, enjoy what's in front of us, observe it, experience it. That is our purpose. And it's just that simple. It's not easy, but it is simple, right? Now, our other card we have here is protect. So you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So if whatever your new purpose may be, again, you're just being called and asked to stay present, and by doing that, you will allow yourself to know what is meant for you and what is not, and it's going to naturally let you protect yourself. It will be easy. It'll be harder for people to use you, because you'll know what feels right to you and what doesn't. In terms of like helping people out, does that feel like something you actually want to do and brings joy? Is that your intent, that you actually want to help? Or is your intent that like, oh, you feel like it's an obligation? If that is your intent, then that is truly not who you are, and you're not staying true to yourself. So make sure that you are staying true to yourself through the process and everything that you do, and really explore your true intent behind all that you do. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a yes or no question. Go ahead and think of your question as I shuffle the cards. This time we're going to use, the last times I used the regular answers deck. This time we're going to be using the angel answers. We're mixing it up this time. This one, try to flip. All right, so we have let go. So that could mean a multitude of things. It could either mean let go of the situation, or it could also mean let go of the wanting, let go of a specific outcome. See if we can get another one that might help with this. All right, so we have opportunity. So this is telling me that let go most likely means to let go of a wanting of a specific outcome. I think you're being asked to be more open to whatever the outcome may be, to whatever you're asking about, because it could be an opportunity to help you in ways that you may not expect. So even if the outcome is not comes out the way that you would hope it would, well, it could secretly be an opportunity for something better hidden underneath and why you didn't get it. So I believe that's just kind of what these cards are alluding to, is just kind of, being open to whatever comes and just flowing with life as it comes, riding with the waves, as they say. All right, pile 1, thank you so much for coming to your reading, and I hope you have a great rest of your month. Hello, pile 2, if you guys chose light and the opalite pendulum, then this is going to be your reading for the month of July. It does feel like so far that this month might be more of a solitude type month, but I feel like you're going to be having some spiritual expansions. I think you're going to be growing closer in your spirituality. I feel like you're going to be exploring and studying it more. I feel like you're going to feel more connected than usual. Your intuition is going to be shining bright, and you're going to be having clear communication with the spiritual realm, whether that's through dreams or meditation or just inner knowing. I feel like this is the month for that. All right, we're getting the 4 weeks of this month. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a huge shift going on this month. It seems like in the beginning it might start a little rough here. We have Beast, which says conflict, oppressors, competition. We have Ace of Cups in reverse, and we have the Chariot in reverse. So you may be feeling like you're a little bit stuck. You could be going through some kind of emotional turmoil that you feel like you can't get out of. You feel like you've been dealing with it for a while, but it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. You feel like you could be feeling rejected. You could be, I don't know, it just feels like you're in a dark place and you're trying to work through that, but you're not yet sure how. You want to move forward through it, but it just feels like something you have to process with yourself. And, what I have to say to that is just allow yourself to sit in it for a little while, because we can't just force emotions away. It's better to just acknowledge them, realize they're there, and if we have to sit in it, that's where we are at the moment. But we know it's going to pass in the future, but if it wants to hover over us, we're just going to have to let it sit in it and let it pass, okay? I think this challenge also will cause you to want to become closer to your spirituality, and that might be why you're getting closer and having that alone time here with spirit, because you need that guidance. You need that direction on where to go in that next step, and I think that you're really going to be feeling it during this first week. The second week, it seems like it's continuing on, because we have the 5 of Swords here, which often refers to conflict. I think you're going to be feeling still alone in the journey, not necessarily alone from spirit, but alone from other physical beings, right? Other people. So, but you are going to you're going to be finding some peace, because we have Stoicism, which is peacefulness, manifestation, and receptiveness. So I believe that you will be manifesting your life moving forward out of this darker emotions. But also I feel like you're just going to become closer to spirit, and I can feel that like you're going to have, that's why I believe this man has like a crow on his shoulder, because I feel like that spirit sitting with you through these negative times and emotions. And you may feel like, out of place. You may feel like other people are out and enjoying life and having a great time, and while you're suffering, but spirit is right there with you. It's suffering with you, and you feel like you can feel that the power and the love from the universe. You will be able to feel that and that closeness, as long as you continue to make sure that you are trying to connect with that and using this turmoil as a time to strengthen your spirituality and become closer and learning to connect and have faith. So, and a lot of it is really like learning, thinking about who do you want to be. And this is during the most challenging times, is really the time where you are challenged to see who you want to be. Are you going to become a better person through these challenges, or are you going to let it break you down? Are you going to let it change how you want to react around people? How are you letting this affect you? And I think this is a great experiment to see where you are on your spiritual growth journey. So, come at it looking at it like that. Like, where are you in this journey? And allow yourself that time to sit with spirit and become closer with the universe. Now, it looks like this third week we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have Meadow, which is success, blessings, and positivity. So I believe by the third week of July, you're still going to be struggling with this in the physical realm, but I think that in the spiritual realm, you are going to continue your growth and expansion. I believe that that's when you're really going to start feeling more close to spirit, and you're going to be finding some hope and positivity within that. And so that's why I believe the fourth week, it has a visionary emperor, and the emperor, and that's confidence, power, and confidence, passion, and self-worth. Because I believe all the work that you're going to be feeling from the inside and that you're going to be working on throughout this entire month is going to pay off in the last week, where you're going to start taking steps in the physical realm towards a life that you want, a life that's better, because you've let go of what was hurting you. You've had to push yourself through it. You felt yourself get closer to spirit, although the physical realm has not changed yet. But once you start finding that peace in the spiritual realm, then it's going to come out into the physical realm naturally. So you'll be able to have more of that passion and excitement for life, and because you know that you're going to know what you stand for and what you want to do next, you'll be able to have time to decide those next steps for yourself, and you're going to feel even closer to spirit through it all. So I think that the month of July truly is more about you connecting more with spirit. And I do believe that, again, it seems like you'll be spending a lot more time by yourself, reflecting and growing and exploring. And this is your time to do that exploration. And so that you can kick off going into the month of August, you'll be able to kick that off by knowing like what you want to do for your next step and feeling confident in that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get some additional advice messages. So we have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay, yet still you must be exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in a magical ways that you never imagined were impossible or possible. All right, my battery had died, essentially, so I stopped filming. Okay, so with have faith, so it's just about going back and really connecting with spirit. And I like how it mentions going with the flow of life. Again, I think that comes with whatever this, in the beginning, this dark energy that you are going through, whatever you're having to let go and experience. It's letting you know and giving you a reminder that to have faith that everything is meant to go in your favor, and just knowing that, there's so much affecting life. There's so much before that has happened. There's so much that is happening now. There's things going on in rainforests. There's things going on in deserts. There's things going on in Antarctica. There's just life happening all around. And so the best that we can do is truly just to flow with what we have and what's happening, and just having faith that the universe has your back and that it's going to work out what you put in, it's going to give you that back, which is if you have faith and connection with it, then yeah. And I think also, even with this picture, it's making me think of like the candle burning. So I know people do things with like candle meditations where they like burn colors that represent certain emotions or like certain smells that will help them get into meditative states more. Like for me, for example, I am burning a lavender candle, which will bring calmness. As I do deal with stress and anxiety, I believe that, burning and having this essential oil, the smell does bring calmness and a sense of peace and happiness. So even just like with candle work and even with like crystals and singing bowl, meditation, just sitting with spirit and really connecting it with spirit is going to be very, very beneficial for you this month. You're going to have a lot of transformation internally, which again is going to manifest out in the external world as you have the emperor and the visionary. So I believe like towards the end of the month, once you work through everything and really have that time alone with spirit, that you will be able to begin your new journey in the physical realm. All right, we have open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. To me, I believe that goes with having faith, and I think just opening up to life, allowing life to happen to you, not trying to so much as control it and control the outcomes and what you want, but just kind of taking direct action and towards what you want, but being open to what happens and having faith that what's happened is meant to happen. And so just allowing that to take place. And then we also have miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that you have already occurred in your life, and also to those who are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them, okay? So just having that awareness, and I think that's going to come with, really connecting with spirit. You're going to be shown all that has been given to you and all that you've been protected from. You're going to see more of the synchronicities that have happened to you throughout your life, and why things have happened the way they have, and what lessons you have learned, and how you've been protected, and the directions that you've been thrown in, and why. I believe that it will all become more clear to you, and once you reflect and you see that path, it will help you naturally have faith and trust in the direction that's going to be occurring for you in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys an answer card. Go ahead and think of a yes or no question, and we'll go ahead and get some kind of answer for you. May not be direct yes or no answer, but we will get what we can. We'll get some information on it at least. All right, so we have listen to your intuition. Your intuition knows all. It knows the answers. We have a year from now, and we have wait. So whatever it is that you're asking about, it's going to be, it looks like some type of divine timing. Your intuition knows whether or not it's going to manifest or not. You're going to have to be patient to see the outcome play out, but I believe that you do deep inside know the outcome, or as the time approaches, because as it says a year from now, I believe as the time approaches, it will become more clear to you of the outcome before it happens. So if you aren't getting a clear intuition reading on it yet, you are being asked to be patient and to wait, and that it will become more clear as it approaches. All right, pile 2, thank you so much for coming to this reading, and I hope you have a great rest of your month. Stay sentient, stay kind. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the Serenity card and the Mala beads, then this is your reading for the month of July. So automatic off the top of my head, just looking at this and how it makes me feel here, you're going to have a very good month ahead of you. I feel like you're going to have a very peaceful month. I don't see too much turmoil going on we'll see if the tarot cards prove me wrong here. But if there is turmoil going on, then I feel like you're going to be finding yourself in a peaceful mindset throughout it. I feel like there's nothing that can shake you this month, no matter what happens. I feel like you're just coming from a state of serenity, and you will be staying within it, even no matter what, test or all. I feel like you just come to a place in your life where you do feel very content and happy with the direction it's going and where you're at and what you're creating, what you're doing, the process. So I feel like, you're just coming in a great part of your life right now. You're just in a calm state. Now, of course, that may not be forever. Everything gets shooken up as things change and you get pushed to grow and go in different directions here. But I feel like, at least for now, it seems like you have really found your center and you found a lot of peace within that. So go you, pile 3. That is a really great accomplishment to have. And quality, honestly, it's a great quality. That is something that we should all aspire to. And if you don't feel like you're in that state, then I think your goal for the month should be to focus on that, being in a place of serenity, coming from a place from that way, being at peace. That's going to be a main focus of the month. And so we're going to go and take a look at your weeks here. I'm getting some serene vibes from these cards. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle as well. Aww, that is such a cute picture, the week 3. The pack. I love that. Just like cuddling with the wolves. Alrighty, pile 3. So, for the first week, we have the 8 of Cups with prosperity. Prosperity says wealth, contentment, and abundance. Are you kidding me? Contentment and serenity? Okay. So yeah, honestly, I feel like you're going to feel like, at least during the first week of July, everything is going to be running on a smooth path. You're going to feel like you're walking along the path that you're meant to walk. You're going to feel like you are having to leave some amazing memories and moments behind you, but you're also walking towards even bigger memories and moments that you are also excited about. So there are some sadness going on in terms of knowing that you're having to leave some old past, part of the past behind that you really enjoyed, but it's coming at a place from peace, because you're going towards things that are meant for you now that are even bigger. And so I feel like you will be coming full force at that with a knowing, inner knowing that you are on the right path. You do feel like it's going to continue to grow and prosper for you. The second week, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have visionary, confidence, passion, and self-worth. So it does feel like whatever you are walking towards will not have immediate results right away. It's something that you are going to have to build upon. You feel like what you had done in the past was growing the way you wanted to, and you felt like you were very prosperous from it. But that is, a part of that is is kind of like what you're leaving behind, as per se. But you are having confidence in what you're going towards, your new passion, and you have a vision for it. And I think that also brings peace, just knowing that you know what direction you're going in and why. And even though it is not bringing growth and expansion right away, you know that it will come from it, and you are patient with it. You know that it's something that needs to be nurtured. And so, this new continuing path that you are going on, these new things that you're undertaking, you're going to be coming at it with confidence, even though you know that currently it isn't bringing in the most abundance. Now, the third week of July, we have Ace of Wands and the Pack, inner work, deep connections, and soul tribe. So I think that you will be, the third week of July, you really will be going for what it is that you want. You're really going to be creating something new. It's going to be something that you're passionate about, you care about, and you're going to have that support team with you. And I think, you're going to be nurturing it. You're going to feel it as really a part of you. You're going to feel like you're a part of the pack, which is a part of whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to feel like you're a part of it because you're the one creating it, you're the one doing it, you're the one manifesting it in. You're going to feel like it is a part of your soul. And not only that, you will also be surrounded by people who are also interested in similar things. As you learn and grow on this new journey, you're going to be making some new networking, some new connections, and I do believe that you are going to nurture it. You are going to care for this new venture that you are going on. Fourth week here, we have Page of Pentacles and Serpent. Serpent says rebirth, nonconformity, and unconventionality. So again, I just see more nurturing. I think you're going to start seeing a little bit of abundance coming from there, but also you are a page. You are just learning the craft. You are just learning this new journey. But I think you're going to be continuing coming from a place of peacefulness, because you know that this is a part of your growth, and that that's why we have rebirth here. It's a part of this new version of yourself that you're going to become and explore. And it just feels like you're on the right path. And, I feel like you will be doing it with confidence, but you will be blindly doing it. You don't know the exact direction that it's going to take you, but you know that it is going to bring results. You can feel it, that you are seeing enough progress to give you faith in that within the last week of July. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some additional advice cards for you. Alright, so we have protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. We have speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. So some of this is kind of giving me the vibe that there could be things that you felt like you weren't staying true to yourself in the past. You felt like maybe you're just going along with what other people have said is the right path to take to get to where you want to go. I believe that you're staying true to yourself and knowing the direction that you want to go in, but I think it's how to get there is what you don't feel like you're staying true to yourself with. You felt like maybe you're taking an inauthentic path to get there. So let me try and think of an example here. Alright, let's just talk about this tarot channel for a second. So let's say that I knew that I would love to read tarot for people because it's something that I feel passionate and great about. Well, let's say people were giving me advice to start doing TikTok, because TikTok is such a huge platform and people will get to know me, get to see me there, and this is true, actually. I did start a TikTok. This is a perfect example. And it's just such a huge platform that everyone is on, and it's just easy to give people short videos that way. Well, I know I try out TikTok, and as I'm doing it, and there's a lot of tarot on TikTok as well. It's a pretty big community. Well, I start doing it, but then as I'm doing it, I realize that it's not really sparking joy in me. I'm not really enjoying the process of creating the TikToks. I don't really enjoy watching TikToks that much. I know people are going to be like, what, she's crazy, but I just don't. It's kind of overwhelming to me, all that like loud music and everything else on there. I mean, I like the helpful advice, but I'm much more a fan of YouTube. So I'm trying this out, and I just it just doesn't feel like me. I feel like I'm forcing it just to try and get my word out there and connect with people. So, I'm like, even though people are suggesting it, I'm not finding joy and peace in it. So I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to let it go. It's not true to me. Instead, I'm going to try a different path. I'm going to stick with YouTube, and maybe I'll try more Instagram Reels, because I enjoy being on Instagram more. And to me, it's just more enjoyable, like seeing beautiful pictures that people can do in artwork. And then, I don't know, it's more my vibe. So I'm going to try out Instagram Reels instead. So that's what I mean. Kind of you know what you want, but it's figuring out what path feels the right path for you. You shouldn't, just because it worked for other people. If you do not find joy in that path, then that's not the right path for you. You have to find one that works better for what you want to do. All right, and then for the last card, we have comfort. How can you bring more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible things such as soft clothes and food, and intangible things such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. Right, and I think that kind of continues on with finding that peace within yourself, that serenity, and I think that's why it's really alluding to the loving thoughts about yourself. It's being patient with the process and just feeling what feels comfortable for you, what feels good for you in the journey, so that you enjoy the journey to get to the destination of where you're going. You got to enjoy every step of the journey. You got to find comfort in it. You got to find peace in it. And I think that naturally you will be able to do that during this process, especially in the month of July. All right, so I want you to go ahead and think of a yes or no question while I shuffle the cards, and we'll try and get an answer. All right, so we have opportunity. So whatever your question may be, there's a good opportunity within the outcome of what may happen. No matter the outcome, there will be an opportunity coming from that. And we also have success. So it does seem that there's a good opportunity for success. It seems like whatever you're asking about will most likely happen. Oops. All right, and we have trust. So trust that it will happen for you. You will find that success. All right, pile 3, thank you so much for coming to the reading. I hope you have a great rest of your, well, not rest of your month. I hope you have a great month of July. And stay sentient, stay kind. Bye.